I was just saying, when I was at the Kotel, that what I noticed this week, I noticed a lot of people in the States, people who other people like to call thought leaders, let's say. Since I gotta check my, yeah. People like to call thought leaders, people like, I'll just name a few, people like Bari Weiss, former New York Times columnist, people like Dov Heikind, people like Shmuley Boteach, Maim Bialik, and all of these people in different ways have been basically asking the question, how could this be happening? I don't understand how this is happening. First of all, they're asking, how is this happening in America, that Jews are being attacked on the streets? And, they're asking, how could it be that we can't wear kippas anymore? Some of these people are asking, how could it be that, I can wear a kippah in Dubai, but I can't wear one in, New York or Los Angeles. This is absurd. And then they're going further and they're asking, why is no one doing anything about this? Whether it's the authorities, but first and foremost, they're asking the question, why are people, how could it be that people are not posting about it, and they're basically saying, guys, what the heck, look at all we did as liberal and progressive. I'm going to use the word progressive. That's what they call themselves. As modern Jews, we hashtagged, for LGBTQ and sometimes Y and square root. Alphabet soup people, we hashtag for Black Lives Matter, not realizing that Black Lives Matter is against Israel. They tweeted out last week and this week that they're for Palestine. We hashtag for everybody, stop Asian hate. We hashtag till the cows come home, We use this machine called Twitter, which is basically a giant Lashon Hara machine. And if you guys know anything about the tikkun for Lashon Hara, which is to drink liquid, it's a complicated thing in the Gemara, to drink liquid made from a bird. So it's interesting that the biggest Lashon Hara machine in the world is Twitter, right? So we're using this Lashon Hara machine with the hashtags and, stop this hate, but how come no one cares about us? How come no one is hashtagging for us? And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, the people that are asking this question, as far as I can tell, some of them are Orthodox people. Most of them learn Torah on a regular basis. I came to all this when I was 30 years old, talking 10 years ago. But for some reason, I see it and they don't. I understand, and other people understand. Mikubalim understand, sages understand. I'm not saying I'm one of those people. I'm just parroting those people. I'm a mimicker of those people. Some of the biggest rabbis understood the reason why we not only were attacked, but the reason why nobody cares. Nobody's going to stand up for us except for ourselves. My friends, nobody cares about our blue check marks and our blue trapezoids and our blue squares and our blue Mobius strips and our blue anything. And the reason for that is because Esav soneh et Yaakov. I'm not saying everybody hates the Jews. What I'm saying is, my friends, at the end of the day, here we are, Yaakov, coming to Esav and asking Esav to protect us from Ishmael. Does that make any damn sense to you? We're asking Esav, who married Ishmael's daughter, who respects his elders, who respected Yitzchak, and who respects Ishmael, his father-in-law, we're asking the West, white people, to come and care and hashtag on a Lashon Hara machine for us. Instead of realizing, hey, our grandfather, Avraham Avinu, is the father of many nations, who knew there was a one God, as our friend Ishmael passes by. I'm on a horse. You ever see that Old Spice commercial? I'll show you guys real quick. Get interject in my thing. There you go, there you go. Here's our cousins. These guys got cash. You know how much those horses cost, my friends? Those Arabian horses, some of them. The other one, I don't think so. These guys got cash. I saw 5 of them on Shabbos passing by. There's 3 other guys, usually. Anyway. They got cash. They're not suffering. Ain't no genocide here, my friends. So we're asking Esav to hashtag about to tell the Shmuel to stop attacking Yaakov, to stop attacking us, and Yitzhak. We must be some stupid, ignorant people. Instead of realizing the father of many nations is Avraham Avinu, and that there's one, that he realizes one God, so maybe we have to go to the source. Maybe we have to go to one God. Maybe we have to realize who we are. We have to unite. We have to realize that only we will stand up for ourselves. It's us and Hashem and the land of Israel. And we have to realize that, that we've been living in an illusion. You guys could say, well, Israel is also, it's got rockets, it's got this. My friends, here in Israel, we don't live in illusions. We don't live in illusions like people, and I grew up in America. People have been living in an illusion. My friends, I've been talking to my friends and family, and I've been telling them since probably 2010, if not earlier, that this is coming. And my friends and family were calling me in Russian. They were calling me Varon. Varon, a crow. It makes a noise, kar-kar. It makes that noise, and eventually the crow is, it says something that is right. But meanwhile, he's just making that noise. Nobody cares. It's just making a noise in the background, right? Okay, I'm a crow. Call me Crow. I'm like, Bruce Lee's son in the movie, The Crow. I'm the Crow. Cool. Ah! It's all good, baby. But you see what's going on. I've been talking to my friends. This is not politics. This is not even... We understand that this hatred is not a racial or cultural hatred or garden variety. This is a spiritual issue. The world wants us to acknowledge Hashem as much as they do. And you could say, well, there's atheism rampant in the world, the Western world is this, the Western world is that. My friends, our cousins, right? What are they chanting over here? They're like, we want to pray on Al-Aqsa. This is our land because we believe in Islam, we believe in Muhammad, we believe in Allah, which is basically Hashem. This is our spot, the Temple Mount. This all began partially with the Temple Mount. There's other issues, other reasons, but you notice what they're saying, right? And here we are in the state of Israel. Half of us don't even care about the Torah, maybe more than half. Even the people who are right-wing, whatever it is. And then you go to the diaspora, even more people don't give a damn. And you could say, well, no, you can't say that, don't judge people, don't this. My friends, honestly, guys, and I'm saying this with love, because I've been watching some of you guys, you guys had those rallies yesterday in America for like as if Israel's a football team. Nobody gives a damn about your rallies. You know what's important? Shabbat, learning Torah. Yeah, you have to be, what is it? They say Derech Eretz Kadmon Torah, right? Derech Eretz Kadmon Torah, it's more important to be a good person than to keep Torah, but you still got to keep Torah. Doesn't mean Derech Eretz Kadmon Torah doesn't mean you're putter from Torah. It doesn't make you absolved, excused from Torah. No, it just means that you got to do both. One is as important as the other. Nobody needs your rallies, my friends. And if you remember what Yaakov did when Esav was coming for him, he prepared. Instead of asking Esav to stop, not attack him, he prepared. He did what? 2 things. He prayed. He did actually 3 things, but the 2 main things is he prayed and he prepared himself to defend himself physically. In this case, guys, I'm going to say, I'm not going to say the phrase, but there was a certain rabbi who said that every Jew should have one of these, just in case. Not because we're violent people, just because we don't want to get killed. Okay? And the third thing he did was give gifts. Okay, so, well, listen, guys, we contributed a lot to the societies that we lived in, to the point where we got our names on the buildings. and we got all this COVID, as we say in Yiddish, and we're part of the society, and now we're Americans, and now we're this, and now we're Canadians, and now we're blah 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 blah. The list goes on. Just like we were in Spain, just like we were in the previous, places, Poland or wherever we were, and then got kicked out also. And then we start living in an illusion that we're Americans first and Jews second, and that illusion, slow or quickly, not slowly, goes away. My friends, the illusion is over. The party is over. If you don't understand how you cannot walk around with a kippah in a place like America, I mean, Europe should have been the first siman for you. I mean, I saw that coming a mile away. You look at Europe, you could look since the year 2000 at Europe, at Western Europe, what was going on over there with Jews. France, Belgium, Denmark, Germany. The irony is, my friends, the irony is about the whole thing is that if you come up to any of these people and you come up to the Palestinians, the same thing, Muslims in New York, and you ask them, why are you attacking Jews? Because of what their brethren are doing in Palestine. You know what that does? That makes Jews get up and go to the Palestine and populate and occupy more of Palestine. This is what these idiots don't understand, but that's a different conversation. My friends, I mean, this is so simple. It's so simple. We're walking around with our blue squares and our blue, I don't know, circles and trapezoids and Mobius strips and cubes, 4-dimensional, 3-dimensional, 2-dimensional. What are you guys doing, man? You want the world to care? Did they care 70 years ago? Did the American Jews care about what was going on, to Jews in Europe 70 years ago? Most of them, not all of them. And you expect the world to hashtag for you on a Lashon Hara machine? Are you guys out of your mind? I don't know. I feel like I'm literally watching people in the movie, what is it? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And I'm trying to figure out who's Jack Nicholson and who's Danny DeVito and who's the Chief and who's Nurse Ratched. You guys are crazy. I can't believe we have to go to de Blasio. We have to go. Yeah, de Blasio's going to be the first guy to help you. Oh, yeah, baby. A local henchman for the D-Day is going to help the Jewish people not to get their ass kicked by Muslims on the streets. But as part of my French, I'm going to, I'm not cursing, but some borderline language here. Like, you guys are nuts. This is an outrage. What are you, Al Sharpton? This is an outrage? Esav, Soneh, et Yaakov. At best, they tolerate us. Okay? And Ishmael, he claims to hold the mantle of Hashem until we do. As long as we don't, and we go to our little rallies like a football team with our flags, yay! My friends, you guys are rallying for Israel. Most of you wouldn't live here. I hate to say it, most of you wouldn't live here. Most of you wouldn't go through what I went through. Surprisingly, it was easier than I thought today at the Misrad Pnim. Had to renew my passport. I was shocked at how easy it was, because I was expecting it to be a fight with the bureaucracy. Baruch Hashem. The woman is like, you don't live here. I'm like, I do live here. What do you mean I don't live here? Apparently, if you hadn't been here for a while, they counted as you don't live here. And if you didn't register for whatever, what do they call that? Bituach Leumi, they say all kinds of stuff. I'm like, I do live here. No, we don't. And I'm like, okay, so you have that information, but then she's asking me other things I'm like, don't you have all of my information? Like, my friends, this is living in Israel, right? But you won't dare. You're nice. You like America. It's nice until it's not. Until you get your ass beat up and down 47th Street, right? And then you ask, I can't believe this is the country I knew, and and how come nobody, and we did the hashtags for the LGBTQ and sometimes Y and square root of this, and integral of that, and cosine and tangent, and alphabet soup, and we did a hashtag, stop Asian hate, and we did a hashtag for you. How come you don't do a hashtag for us? Because we won't. Because they won't. How about that? How's that? Because look in the Torah. That's why. Your answer's in the Torah. Like, Rob Schneider. You guys ever see the episode of South Park Rob Schneider, and then you go through all the movies that Rob Schneider stars in. Rob Schneider is a carrot, and at the end, the last movie is just like Rob Schneider is diddly-doo, diddly-dum. This is you guys. You guys are Rob Schneider and diddly-dum. Like I don't know what else to say. Blue squares and blue circles, blue trapezoids, isosceles triangles. Oh my God, I don't even know. My friends, the answer is, in the words of Rabbi Mizrahi, the answer is, go to Abraham. He can help you. But what I mean by Abraham is, go to the one God and realize that Eretz Israel is home. I understand you can't pick up tomorrow and fly to Eretz Israel. I understand that. What I am saying is, before the dollar goes to zero value because of inflation, book a ticket. You can. June 1st. Anybody could come. They've opened up the country. Start the process. I'm telling you guys right now, because you know what? We're living, every single sage that I'm parroting right now has said we're living in the Messianic era. We are in the last galut. If you guys know the late, great, of blessed memory, Rebbetzin Youngrice, Esther Youngrice, she spoke about this. She says we're on the galut of Ishmael. The galut of Ishmael is the last galut that encompasses all the exiles put together of Bavel, Greece, Rome, all these exiles. What does that mean? It means that these are our cousins. Ishmael will rise from nothing, from being a bunch of desert dwellers, to finding oil, to getting all this money, trillions of dollars, influencing the world, and that will be the last galut. The last galut where they will pester us all over the world, whether it's Europe, whether it's America, Canada. You see Toronto also at attacks. And my friends, I mean, what appalls me is some of my Orthodox Jewish brothers and sisters are sitting in America, and you talk to them about the land of Israel, they're always like, all right, I'm into that Zionism thing. We're not talking about Zionism. What are you davening for? What are you saying Amidah for? Do you mean it, or is this just lip service? What are you reading every single day, 3 times a day? You've been doing it longer than me. I started when I was 30 years old. You started when you were 5, or however old you were. You got your first sitter. Now you're sitting in your Passaic, and your Teaneck, and your Muncie, and your this, and your Crown Heights, and I lived in Crown Heights for 2.5 years. Guys, like, at some point, it's going to be a rude awakening. It is already. It's not going to be. It is. It's there. And you guys don't know Jewish history. I mean, I'm not talking about history. I'm just talking about Torah. And you're sitting and you want the world to hashtag for you. You want them to hashtag for you. Stop Jewish hate. They will not do that. And you cannot make them. No matter how much you show, you tagged for Black Lives Matter. Guess what? Black Lives Matter hates Israel. The organization Black Lives Matter, they hate Israel. Guess what? We knew that. I could have told you that. No, but we this, we that. We're going to make dialogue, schmialogue. My friends, okay. Go talk to people who want to kill you. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm at a loss. It's just watching really intelligent people like other people call thought leaders because of whatever, notoriety, celebrity. Again, Shmuley Batev, Dov Hikind, Bari Weiss, Mayim Bialik. I don't know what to say. I'm just appalled. I don't know what else to. She goes, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to make of this. Lady, you learn Torah. You're an Orthodox Jew. What do you mean you don't know what to make of this? You don't know Jewish history? You don't know the Torah? Are you insane? You don't know what to make of this. I know what to make of this. And I'm here. You don't know what to make of this. Some of you guys are rabbis. Oh, it's just that we got anti-Semitism. It's a wave. It comes in waves, like this and that. I don't know what you guys are smoking. Can I have some? I don't. Maybe you need to smoke some. I don't know. Guys, all you have to do is look into the Torah, and you'll have your answer. This is a spiritual issue. This is not a racial issue or a cultural issue. This is a spiritual issue between Yaakov, Esav, Ishmael, and then there's Abraham in the background, which is really, it's a Shem, really. And it's all because we're living in the times of the Mashiach. Imminent arrival, any day now, any second now. Okay? And we were told by many people, many great people, that this is what it would look like. I mean, guys, something as simple as, not related to what I've been saying, but just, it's a separate video. One of the most popular cryptocurrencies on the planet is something called Dogecoin, which is really Doggy Coin or whatever. And people are chasing this, and there's about 10 other coins called something to do with a dog that came out that people are buying and chasing and going crazy about. You know? It's like nothing from nothing means nothing, like that song. They're not based on anything, no technology, just, I don't know, maybe some art. People are buying it. The face of the generation will be like the face of a dog in the times before Mashiach, my friends. We're living in it. They told us that the last exile will be the Ishmael exile, and the last physical place where we would be exiled will be the great America, or North America, and even Europe by extension, but really America. It was a country founded based on people coming to that place to flee religious persecution. It was founded on the basis of some sort of spiritual, like Tanakh. It's a country blessed. It was a country blessed by God, founded by people who understood where the blessings came from. That's why on the money it says, "In God we trust." But you see what they've turned away, my friends. They've turned away. That's a separate discussion. But you're actually sitting around and you're posting with your blue squares and circles and trapezoids and isosceles triangles and obtuse triangle and like Mobius strips and talking about how you hashtagged for LGBTQ and alphabet soup and Asian hate and Black Lives Matter. Nobody cares, my friends. Nobody cares. It's just that simple. And the sooner you understand it, the better. Otherwise, you're just going to be like clinging to this idea of galut. How could it be America? It's my country. I'm a Jew here. Freedom of this, freedom of that. My friends, you only have one home. I hate to say it. You only have one home. It's not easy here. It's not. We have our own problems. We just had a fourth election. We can't get our stuff together with our coalition. Everybody's fighting, infighting. Yeah, sure. But it's ours. I always say like this: I'd rather handle my own dreck than handle other people's dreck, or clean my own dreck than clean other people's dreck. Okay? Somehow your own dreck doesn't stink as bad. You know what I mean? Need to get graphic here. When you smell other people's dreck, it smells much worse. You want to deal with it. Yeah. That's it, my friends. There's no other question to ask. How this? How that? They came up to the soccer player, you guys heard, his last name is Lewis, Lewis. They thought he was Jewish. He said no, but then he goes, what if I had been? The guy says, then I would have beat you to a pulp. They asked the guy who beat the Jew on 47th Street, would you do it again? He said, yeah. My friends, ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string. I think it's time for you to wake up and realize where this is coming from. And realize that de Blasio and Schrambasio, the Democrat Republican, cannot help you. And especially your blue squares and your blue circles and all these other shapes that are blue. Definitely can't help you. And the hashtags on the Lashon Hara machine. Nope. Can't help you. The only thing that can help you is coming home and Hashem. That's basically it, my friends. All right. Hopefully I was heard better. Sound was better. Talk to you soon.